The sky turned dark at noon. This was not an eclipse. This was the end of life as humans knew it. Jisoo looked up from her desk at the Space Research Center in Seoul. Warning alarms blared through the building. Red lights flashed. People ran in the halls. "What is happening?" she asked, but no one stopped to answer. Jisoo checked her computer. All satellites were offline. Global communications were failing. She grabbed her bag and rushed to the roof where the backup telescope stood. What she saw made her blood run cold. Massive ships hung in the sky. Black and sleek, they looked like giant spears pointed at Earth. They were not from any country on Earth. They were not made by human hands. "Aliens," she whispered. The word felt strange on her lips. Before she could run back inside, a beam of blue light shot down from the nearest ship. It swept across the city, moving block by block. When it touched buildings, people inside froze. Then they'd floated up, pulled into the ships like fish caught in a net. Jisoo tried to move, but the blue light reached her. Her body went stiff. The strange force lifted her off the ground. She rose higher and higher toward the dark ship above. Unlike others who screamed and cried, Jisoo kept her mind clear. She watched everything. She noted how the ships moved. She counted the aliens she saw. She remembered the paths they took through the ship. The aliens were tall and thin with gray skin that seemed to shift colors like oil in water. They had 4 arms and walked on 2 legs. Their eyes were large and black, with no whites. They spoke in clicks and high sounds that hurt human ears. Jisoo was placed in a large room with hundreds of other women. All were young. All seemed healthy. No men were taken. No children. No older women. "They want us for breeding," whispered Hae-yun, a woman who sat next to Jisoo. "I was in the military before this. I know when someone is gathering resources." Jisoo nodded. "I think you're right." On Jisoo's other side sat Yi-jin, who had worked in a medical lab. "They checked my blood before bringing me here," she said quietly. They seemed pleased with the results. The 3 women watched as aliens walked among them, scanning each person with handheld devices. The aliens marked some women with red dots on their hands. When an alien approached Jisoo, she did not cry or beg like many others. She looked directly at it, studying its movements. The alien paused, tilting its head as if confused by her calm. It scanned her twice, then marked her hand with a blue dot instead of red. "That's different," Yi-jin noticed. "What does it mean?" "I don't know," Jisoo replied, "but I plan to find out." Through the small windows, they could see Earth growing smaller. Fires burned across cities worldwide. Smaller ships still gathered people. Their home was being harvested like a field of wheat. An alien leader entered the room. It wore metal armor with strange symbols. When it spoke, a machine translated its words into flat, empty English. "You are now property of the Voidian Empire. You will serve our needs. You will not resist. Those who cooperate will live. Those who resist will feed our engines." As others trembled, Jisoo memorized the control panel by the door. She noted how the translation device worked. She watched which buttons the guards pressed to open doors. "We may be captives now," she whispered to Hae-yun and Yi-jin, "but they have made a mistake." "What mistake?" Hae-yun asked. Jisoo's eyes were hard as steel. "They think we are weak because we are women. They should have studied Earth's history better. They have no idea what they've just taken." The ship jumped to faster than light speed, carrying Earth's daughters away from their conquered home and into the stars. After 3 days in space, the ship stopped. Jisoo felt the change in movement. They had arrived somewhere. The large door opened. Guards with shock sticks ordered the women to stand in lines. Jisoo, Hae-yun, and Yi-jin stayed close together. "Keep your eyes down," Hae-yun whispered, "but see everything." The women were marched out into a massive space station. It was bigger than any building on Earth. The ceiling was so high it disappeared into shadows. Thousands of aliens moved about like ants in a hill. The harvester, one guard said to another, not knowing Jisoo could hear them. Biggest processing center in the empire. Jisoo stored this information away. Names had power. Knowing what this place was called might help later. The women were split into groups. Those with red dots went one way. Those with blue dots, like Jisoo, went another. She looked back at her new friends with worry. "Find me," she mouthed to them before they were separated. Jisoo and 20 other blue dot women were taken to a clean white room. Unlike the dirty holding cells on the ship, this place smelled like chemicals. Strange machines lined the walls. An alien in a white coat entered. It moved with more care than the guards. It studied the women with cold interest. "You have been selected for special processing," the translator device said. "Your genetic material shows useful traits. You will be tested further." One by one, women were taken behind a screen. Some returned looking tired. Some did not return at all. When it was Jisoo's turn, she was led to a table with straps. The alien pointed to it, ordering her to lie down. Jisoo obeyed, but watched every move the alien made. It took samples of her blood. It scanned her brain. It checked her teeth like she was an animal at market. While the alien turned to put a sample in a machine, Jisoo saw a small tool on a tray. Quick as lightning, she slipped it into her sleeve. The alien didn't notice. "Excellent specimen," the alien said to its computer. "High intelligence, strong immune system. Perfect for Phase 2. Jisoo was returned to a new room with beds. Some blue dot women were already there. Through a small window in the door, she could see other rooms across the hall. In one, she spotted Haeyun. That night, when the lights dimmed, Jisoo took out the stolen tool. It was like a small screwdriver with a glowing tip. She waited until the room monitor turned away, then slipped to the door. The tool melted the lock like magic. Jisoo eased the door open just enough to slip through. She moved like a shadow along the wall. In the hall, a screen showed alien writing. Jisoo had been watching the guards use these screens. She touched it the same way they did. The screen changed to show a map of the station. Jisoo memorized as much as she could. She found where they were keeping Haeyun and made her way there. "How did you get out?" Haeyun whispered when Jisoo opened her door. "I stole a tool," Jisoo showed her. "We don't have much time." "Have you seen Yijin?" Haeyun nodded. 2 floors down. They put her in the medical labs because of her knowledge. "Perfect," Jisoo said. "She'll have access to important things." As they whispered, alarms suddenly blared. Red lights flashed. Jisoo pulled Haeyun back into the shadows. "Alert! Human escape attempt in Section 8, a voice announced. "All guards respond." "Not us," Jisoo said. "Someone else tried to run." They watched as guards rushed past toward another section. Screams echoed down the hall. "We can't save her," Haeyun said sadly. "Not yet." Jisoo nodded. "We need a plan first." "A real plan." They heard heavy footsteps coming. Jisoo quickly showed Haeyun how to use the tool. "Meet me in 3 days," Jisoo whispered. "Middle of sleep cycle. Memorize the map." Haeyun slipped back into her room. Jisoo raced back to hers, fixing the door just as a guard walked by. In bed, Jisoo closed her eyes but did not sleep. She now knew 3 important things: the station's name, its layout, and that other humans were fighting back too. The Voidians thought they were just gathering resources. They didn't realize they were collecting the seeds of their own destruction. 3 months passed on the Harvester. The women from Earth had settled into routines. The Voidians thought they were now tame. They were wrong. Under the watchful eyes of their captors, Jisoo, Haeyun, and Yijin had built a network. They passed messages during mealtimes. They shared knowledge during work shifts. They planned during rest hours. Jisoo now worked in the ship repair section. Her hands were skilled, so the aliens let her fix small parts. This gave her access to tools and ship designs. Hei-yun cleaned the training rooms where guards practiced fighting. She watched their moves and learned their weaknesses. At night, she taught other women how to fight in secret. Yi-jin had the most dangerous job. She worked in the medical labs, helping alien doctors with tests. She learned about Voidian bodies and what could hurt them. Their skin burns when touched by simple vinegar, Yi-jin whispered during a secret meeting in the air duct between their rooms. I can make something stronger from cleaning supplies. Hei-yun nodded. I counted the guard shifts. There are only 4 guards in Section 12 during 3rd sleep cycle. Jisoo showed them a small chip she had built from stolen parts. This can freeze a door open for 30 seconds. It's not much time, but it might be enough. They had a purpose now. A young woman named Mina had been taken for final processing. No one returned from final processing. Ever. She has 3 days before they take her to the deep labs, Yi-jin said. Once she goes there, we can't help her. Jisoo looked at her friends. Then we move tomorrow night. The next day felt endless. Jisoo worked carefully, not wanting to raise suspicion. Hei-yun spread the word to trusted women who would create distractions if needed. Yi-jin mixed chemicals in a small bottle, hiding it in her sleeve. When the sleep cycle began, they waited 1 hour for the station to quiet down. Then Jisoo slipped out using her stolen tool. She met Hei-yun in the shadow of a large pipe. Ready? Jisoo asked. Hei-yun nodded. Ye-jin is in position near the lab. Meina is in holding cell 6. They moved carefully through the dark halls. Jisoo had memorized the guard patterns. They froze when footsteps approached, then continued when safe. At the lab entrance, Yi-jin waited with her bottle of chemicals. 2 guards inside, she whispered. 1 by the door, 1 by the cells. Jisoo placed her chip on the door control. When this activates, we have 30 seconds before the system resets. Hei-yun took a deep breath. I'll handle the guards. Jisoo pressed the chip. The door slid open silently. The guard turned, surprised. Before he could shout, Yi-jin sprayed her chemical mix in his face. He fell without a sound, skin burning where the liquid touched. The second guard reached for his weapon. Hei-yun moved fast, using fighting moves she had learned by watching. She struck his throat, then knocked him out with a hard blow to the head. Quick, Jisoo said. Get Mina. They found her in cell 6, scared but alive. Her eyes grew wide when she saw them. How did you? No time. Hei-yun cut her off. Can you walk? Mina nodded. They helped her up and headed for the exit. In the hall, an alarm suddenly blared. Someone noticed the guards are missing, Yi-jin said. We need to split up. Jisoo gave quick directions. Take Mina to hiding place B. I'll create a distraction in section 8. As they separated, Jisoo ran toward the power junction. Using her knowledge of the station's systems, she overloaded a panel. Sparks flew. Lights went out in 3 sections. In the darkness and confusion, Hei-yun and Yi-jin moved Mina to a secret space behind the water recycling tanks. Other women in their network brought blankets and food. When the lights came back on, the Voidians found 2 missing guards and 1 empty cell. What they didn't find was Mina. The station director, Call, reviewed the security footage. The images showed nothing useful. Jisoo had looped the camera feeds. Call's 4 eyes narrowed. The humans are planning something, he told his security team. Watch them closer, especially the blue dots. But it was too late. The first resistance had succeeded. Word spread quietly among the Earthwomen. Freedom was possible. Hope was alive. And Jisoo was already planning their next move. After saving Mina, Jisoo knew they needed more information to plan their next move. The Voidians had increased security. Guards watched the women more closely now. Jisoo asked to work in the station archives. She told the Voidians she wanted to learn more about their great empire to serve them better. They believed her act of submission. The archives were vast. Endless rows of data storage units filled a room bigger than any library on Earth. Jisoo was told to organize old records. This gave her access to information no human had seen before. One day, while the archive supervisor was away, Jisoo found something shocking. She accessed files about other planets the Voidians had visited. Earth wasn't first, she whispered to herself. The record showed dozens of worlds. Each planet's story was the same. The Voidians came. They took what they wanted. The people who lived there either died or became slaves. Some worlds were completely empty now. Jisoo downloaded the files to a small device she had built from stolen parts. Her hand shook as she read more. The Voidians were ruled by a small group called the High Council. These leaders rarely left their home system. They sent others to do the dangerous work of conquest. Most important of all, Jisoo found technical plans for Voidian ships. She learned how their faster-than-light drives worked. She saw the weaknesses in their designs. That night, she met with Hae-yun and Yi-jin in their secret place. They'd done this before, Jisoo said, showing them the stolen data. Many times, but no one has ever fought back successfully. Hae-yun studied the ship designs. These engines have weak points. If we could damage them here and here, she pointed, the whole ship would shut down. Yi-jin had news too. I found something in the lab. The Voidians have a special breathing system. Their lungs can't handle certain gases that are safe for humans. She showed them a small container. This is just cleaning fluid, but I changed it. It makes a gas that would make Voidians pass out, while humans would only get a headache. Jisoo smiled. And I found a way we might escape. There's a waste disposal system. It connects to small ships that dump trash in space. If we could get to one of those ships. Their planning was interrupted by Mina, who slipped into their hiding place. Director Call is coming tomorrow, she said, out of breath from running. He's going to inspect all of us. They're looking for the ones who helped me escape. Jisoo thought quickly. We need to stay calm. Act normal. Yi-jin, can you make more of that gas? Yi-jin nodded. Yes, but I need more supplies from the lab. Get what you can, Jisoo said. Hae-yun, teach more women how to fight. We might need them soon. Hae-yun looked worried. But if we fight, many will die. Jisoo showed them one more file she had found. Look at this. The Voidians are planning to use humans for experiments. Once they learn all they can from us, they'll destroy Earth completely. The women fell silent. We're not just fighting for ourselves anymore, Jisoo said quietly. We're fighting for everyone left on Earth too. As they returned to their rooms, alarms suddenly rang out. A voice spoke through the station speakers. Attention all security. Human escape attempt in Section 15. All units respond. Jisoo hadn't planned this. Someone else was trying to escape. From her room, she watched guards run past. Minutes later, they returned dragging the woman. Her face was bloody, but she was still fighting. Director Call himself appeared, his tall form towering over the human woman. Take her for immediate processing, he ordered, and search her room. Find out who helped her. As they took the woman away, her eyes met Jisoo's through the door window. There was no fear in them, only determination. Jisoo made a silent promise to the woman. Her sacrifice would not be wasted. The time for planning was over. Now they needed action. The nightmare for the Voidians was about to begin. Director Call walked slowly through the human living area. His 4 eyes missed nothing. Guards followed him, weapons ready. Jisoo stood with other women in a straight line. They kept their eyes down as they had been taught. Inside, her heart beat fast, but her face showed nothing. Call stopped in front of her. This one works in the archives, he said to his assistant. Has she accessed restricted files? The assistant checked a small screen. No, Director. Her work record is perfect. Call studied Jisoo's face. She could feel his eyes searching for any sign of guilt. She thought about her home, her family. to bring real tears to her eyes. Call seemed pleased by her fear. "Continue the inspection," he ordered, moving on. When he left, Jisoo knew they had little time. That night, she called all their trusted allies to the hidden meeting place. "We move tomorrow," she told the 20 women gathered there. "The director suspects something, but he doesn't know what or who." Hae-yun handed out makeshift weapons they had created from stolen tools and broken machinery. "Remember your training. Strike fast and without mercy." Yi-jin gave each woman a small mask. "Put this on when I release the gas. It will protect you." Maina, who now helped coordinate their growing network, said, "I've told all the others. When the alarms ring, everyone should go to their assigned areas." Jisoo looked at the faces around her. Some showed fear, others determination. "Tomorrow, we take back our freedom or die trying." "For Earth. For Earth," they whispered back. The next day started like any other. Women went to their workstations. Guards watched them with bored eyes. Everything seemed normal. At exactly midday, Yi-jin was in the main air control room. She had been assigned to clean it. When the technicians left for their meal, she moved quickly. She connected her container of gas to the air system. She set it to release in 5 minutes. Then she put on her mask and slipped away. At the same time, Hae-yun led her cleaning team near the weapons storage room. Their guard was one of the few who was kind to them. Today, that kindness would cost him. "Guard Talek," Hae-yun said sweetly, "could you help move this heavy container?" When he bent to help, 3 women grabbed him. Before he could shout, Hae-yun pressed a cloth soaked in sleeping medicine over his mouth. He collapsed without a sound. Throughout the station, similar scenes played out. Women who had seemed broken and obedient suddenly worked together with deadly purpose. Jisoo waited in the control center. She had convinced her supervisor she needed to learn the main computer system. When the gas began to flow through the vents, she put on her mask. The Voidian technicians grew dizzy. They tried to call for help, but fell unconscious before they could reach the alarms. Jisoo took control of the station's systems. She locked down sections where loyal Voidians were still fighting. She opened doors for her human allies. Director Call was in his office when his screens went dark. "What is happening?" he demanded. No one answered. Through the speaker came a voice, a human woman's voice. "This is Jisoo of Earth. The Harvester is now under human control. All Voidians, surrender or die." Call couldn't believe what he heard. Humans taking control. Impossible. These were just breeding stock, not warriors. He grabbed his weapon and stormed into the hall. He found chaos. His guards were fighting against armed human women. The humans were winning. In the docking bay, Yi-jin and Maina were freeing other captives. Some were not from Earth, but from other worlds the Voidians had conquered. They joined the fight eagerly. Hae-yun led a team to secure the weapons room. Now properly armed, they moved through the station with unstoppable force. By nightfall, the fighting was mostly over. Hundreds of Voidians had surrendered. Those who resisted were dead. Jisoo stood in the main control room, looking at screens showing all parts of the station. Women from Earth had taken the Harvester. The impossible had happened. But she knew this was just the beginning. Soon, the Voidian Empire would send ships to investigate why the Harvester had gone silent. They needed to be ready. 3 days after taking control of the Harvester, Jisoo barely slept. She spent every hour learning the station's systems. Time was running out. Soon, the Voidian Empire would realize something was wrong. "The main computer is now under our control," she told her team. They met in what was once Director Call's office. Call himself sat in a cell far below. Hae-yun pointed to a screen showing the weapon systems. "We have control of the defense guns, but few of us know how to use them." "I'm working on that," Jisoo said. "I found training programs in the computer." Yi-jin entered the room with a thin alien woman. She had purple skin and 6 fingers on each hand. "This is Lyri," Yi-jin said. "She's from a planet called Mivera. The Voidians took her people 5 years ago. Leary bowed slightly. There are 32 of my people still alive here. We want to help you fight. Jesu welcomed her. We need all the help we can get. Do your people know anything about Voidian ships? Leary's eyes brightened. Yes. Many of us worked in the engine rooms. We know how their drives work. This was exactly what they needed. Jesu brought up the ship designs on a large screen. Leary pointed out important parts and explained how they worked. Meanwhile, Maina led a team checking all the small ships in the docking bay. We found 15 ships that can travel between stars, she reported. Enough to carry all of us. But where would we go? Someone asked. The Voidians control so many worlds. Jesu had been thinking about this problem. We don't run, she said firmly. If we run, they will hunt us forever. We must fight. She showed them what she had learned from the station's data. The Voidians have conquered many worlds, but they have also made many enemies. If we can reach these other races, we might find allies. Heian agreed, and we should free more humans. There are other stations like this one out there. As they made plans, an alarm suddenly blared. Jesu rushed to the main control screen. A ship is coming, she said. A Voidian patrol ship. They'll be here in 6 hours. Everyone looked worried. 6 hours wasn't much time to prepare. What do we do? Yijin asked. Jesu thought quickly. We let them dock. We pretend everything is normal. Then we take their ship too. They worked fast to prepare. Heian trained fighters to use Voidian weapons. Yijin prepared more of her special gas. Leary and her people taught humans how to operate the ships. Jesu found Director Call's uniform and codes. She practiced speaking with the cold, flat voice of a Voidian. When the patrol ship arrived, Jesu spoke to them through the communication system. Patrol Ship 479. This is Director Call. You are cleared to dock for routine inspection. The ship's captain seemed to accept this. The patrol ship moved into the docking bay. 10 Voidian officers walked out, expecting a normal visit. Instead, they were met by armed women who quickly overwhelmed them. In less than an hour, the patrol ship belonged to the humans, but there was no time to celebrate. Their home base will expect a report soon, Jesu said. When they don't hear back, they'll send more ships, bigger ones. Then we need to be gone before that happens, Heian said. Jesu shook her head. No, we need to be ready. This station has powerful weapons, and now we have their patrol ship too. We can use it to surprise them. That night, Jesu couldn't sleep again. She stood in the observation room, looking out at the stars. Among those distant lights was Earth, her home. Yijin found her there. What are you thinking about? She asked. I'm thinking about how the Voidians chose us because they thought we were weak, Jesu said. They thought Earth women would be easy to control. Yijin smiled. They were wrong. Yes, Jesu agreed. And soon, they will learn just how wrong they were. Out in the darkness of space, more Voidian ships were surely coming. But for the first time since being taken from Earth, Jesu felt something she had almost forgotten. Hope. 2 weeks passed. The women of Earth had learned fast. They now wore modified Voidian uniforms. They operated the ships and weapons like they had been born to it. Jesu stood on the bridge of the captured patrol ship, which they had renamed Hope. 5 more ships hovered nearby, each with a crew of human women and alien allies. The Voidian battle fleet is 1 day away, Heian reported. She had become the head of their fighting forces, 15 warships at least. Jesu nodded. They had expected this. When the patrol ship failed to report back, the Voidians would send their military. Is everyone in position? Jesu asked. Yes, Heian answered. The harvester is ready. Our ships are ready. Jesu had developed a bold plan. Most people would try to run from a stronger enemy. Jesu planned to attack. Remember, she told her captains through the communication system, Voidians always follow the same battle plan. They expect us to be scared. They expect us to run. They don't expect us to hit them first. The women had spent days studying Voidian battle tactics. The aliens always did things the same way. Carefully, by the book. They had no imagination. In the medical bay of hope, Yi Jin had prepared a special weapon. Using her knowledge of Voidian biology, she had created a virus that would make Voidians fall asleep for hours. It wouldn't kill them, but it would disable them. The sleep virus is loaded into special missiles. Yi Jin confirmed. When they explode near Voidian ships, the air systems will pull it in. Mina had become their communications expert. I can now hack into their systems, she reported. We can listen to their plans and even send fake orders. Everything was ready. Now they just had to wait. The next day, the Voidian battle fleet arrived. Their ships were huge, bristling with weapons. The commander of the fleet sent a message. This is Fleet Commander 4. Surrender the station and all ships immediately or be destroyed. Jisoo smiled. The Voidians were so predictable. She sent back a message that sounded scared and confused. This is human Jisoo. Please don't hurt us. We don't know how to operate the station. We need help. The Voidian commander fell for it. His fleet approached slowly, not expecting any resistance. When the Voidian ships were close, Jisoo gave the order. Now, the harvester's weapons suddenly powered up. The hidden human ships appeared from behind asteroids. They attacked from multiple directions at once. The Voidians were caught by surprise. Before they could organize a defense, Yi Jin's sleep virus missiles hit 3 of their largest ships. Soon, reports came in that Voidian crews were falling unconscious at their posts. Yun led the attack on the remaining ships. The human ships moved in unpredictable ways, confusing the Voidians who were used to fighting enemies who followed standard tactics. Mina broke into the Voidian communication system and sent fake orders, making some Voidian ships fire on each other. On the fleet commander's ship, chaos reigned. Commander Vor couldn't understand how mere humans, especially females, could fight so effectively. Impossible, he shouted as another of his ships went dark. They are just breeding stock. The battle lasted 5 hours. When it was over, 12 Voidian ships had been captured. 3 had been destroyed. Not a single human ship was lost. Jisoo called all ship captains to the harvester. They met in the large command room, tired but victorious. This is just the beginning, Jisoo told them. The Voidian Empire now knows we are dangerous. They will send more ships. Leary, their alien ally, stepped forward. My people have contacted others who hate the Voidians. They want to join us. Yun smiled. Then we are not alone in this fight. Jisoo looked at the star map showing the vast Voidian Empire. It was huge, with hundreds of worlds under their control. We struck the first blow today, she said. Now we take the fight to them. We will free every world they have conquered. We will make them fear the very mention of Earth. The women cheered. News of their victory would spread. Throughout the stars, oppressed people would hear that someone had finally defeated the Voidians. Earth's daughters had become the nightmare the Voidians never saw coming.